As you can tell, Mud's back with us. That's why we're 15 minutes late.
Yeet!
Good evening, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Tales from My Wife's Son. Episode 30,
Yeet!
Face Off.
I got a lovely bit of echo there because I forgot to mute the stream. Yeet. I'm just going to punctuate everything I say with the yeet from now on.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can believe that I've done this by a strong amount.
Okay.
Who would like to bring us up to date for those of us who have been absent?
Mud.
Yes.
Recap.
Hello, I have been missing recently, and I don't like that, so I'm going to recap.
You notice how like he was going to do it, and then he just bowed out. We realised he didn't actually pay attention last week. I updated to Temple OS, and I don't know what's going on.
You missed the brilliant parts of you whenever we checked on you, and it was just playing like Sony PlayStation noises throughout the ages.
just dial up, just fucking.
No, it was the PS2 disc failed to read noise. I'm not joking. That's literally what it was.
Aiden, you were here last 2 sessions. On you go.
Well, I mean, the most important thing is that Naka and Layman are now helplessly in love.
Nothing changed.
The true Monster Heart starts now.
Let's see. I'm not good at it. Someone else do it, please.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so basically, we came in here, and there was a bunch of kids getting the shit. No, we already recap that. So we moved on to the next room after saving the kiddies. We saw Blondie McBlunderson over there and a bunch of demons chopping up a kid. We then tried to raid the room, which went horribly. I get the shit knocked out of me, and then I called out for help to whatever would take it. And then the guy that had been fucking with our establishment a few episodes prior turned up, took my heart, woke us to the ability of occult skills, and
then Layman took your heart.
Then Layman took my heart, which is no longer there. It's he made my heart go all doki doki.
The masked man stole your heart. I wonder what that could be referring to.
Yeah. So we kicked the shit out of the demons. We stopped the domination, or basically the will for everybody to want to kill each other. And
oh yeah, let's not forget that what was the exact wording of the thing that was summoned? I shall double check. Where's the spell listings?
Alright, well, I'm just going to say, everybody roll your heels, or do yourself up as possible, get yourself sorted.
Okay, the thing that was summoned was the lust of a betrayed lover, which caused everyone to want to castrate Layman.
Yes.
It was fun. It was like a mini boss. It was fun.
Did he want to castrate himself?
This is just something that can occur when you cast summon. Doesn't matter who does it.
Yeah, but everybody patch yourselves up and whatever. We got to see a man a bit of water filter salesman. I'm just going to walk into the room to the north and finish off this demon before it wakes up. I essentially rub the side of Lemon's face and I'll be right back, babes.
No, wait. I have an idea. If you want us to make a destruction, I could use the demon for that.
Let's do one thing.
I'll use that egg that has been incubating in the room below to plant it into his chest and get the demon to walk into the other room.
Let's
you know what? No, I start dancing and I jump somewhere and I punch people. Bam, bam! Everyone's dead. I win. Okay, thank you.
Oh well, that's it. Stream over.
Sorry, Layman. What was your idea?
Well, all I was saying is we should, since Bill is keeping track of our HP, we should calmly everyone do the HP thingy so we don't forget something first in order. That's just my suggestion. I mean, we can just fuck it and do everything. I mean, I don't care.
So would people like to do some sort of what's the word? Triage. See who's bad.
I'm taking as much blood as I can possibly get that's lying around here from this room, and then I'm going into the other room and drinking all the blood in there as well. How am I feeling after that?
The blood of the husks is not terribly nourishing.
No. What about all the dead kids and stuff?
They've got a little bit more, but they haven't got much in the way of actual, like, vitae to them.
Oh, okay.
Calm down, Podesta.
It's like trying to, you know, quench your thirst by drinking mixer cans.
Sorry, Aiden, on you go.
Oh no, I was just I don't remember now if I took the potion that Ritualist gave me last time or not.
I think you did.
Okay, so am I like doing reasonably okay?
I would like to roll the total on that because it was a moderate wounds, correct?
I think so.
Yeah. There's a cut open kid in the centre of the room, isn't there? So, like, basically, I turn to...
there is a vivisected body of... There are cloths covering its features apart from the open wound.
Oh.
And, yeah, cure moderate wounds is 2d8 plus 3. So, yeah, roll 2d8 plus 3 for your hit points.
Okay. I turn to Blondie and I say to him, you mind if I drink this? Fit free diplomacy.
Sorry, what was this? Sorry, what was that?
I turn to Blondie and I ask him, like, do you mind if I drink this? And I point at the body below the sheet after drinking all the other blood that's about the place.
No one else is going to be using it anytime soon.
Yeah, no bother. Alright, so, yep, I just do my thing and drink all that as much as possible. How am I feeling?
A bit better. You're still pretty rough.
Oh my god.
As for the heal check, okay.
How many okay kids are in that previous room?
2. And the one with the shank. Who has another injured one in his back. Well, had another injured one in his back. And is now forced into a magically induced codependent relationship.
Should we introduce that little kid to the doctor dude? Just in case they know each other, or the kid knows his son.
Could be a shout, that could be a shout. Fucking... I take it you say that's telepathically or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're done with the heal checks, or what?
Yes, I can tell you exactly what you're on. Nuka, you're on 39 hit points.
After drinking all the blood?
Yes. You're currently in the process of regenerating, but it'll take a little bit of time.
I recovered fucking 33 hit points last session, remember, with the, what do you call it, the Unbreakable Gambit?
The Unbreakable Gambit, which I believed it hadn't taken place because you weren't in the cloud.
Alright, fine.
You can't just farm gambits in order to regenerate health.
God damn,
Mark 3's on 42 hit points. Seamus is on 88.
Yes.
Sadly not dropped to 14. The Eidolon, well, his Eidolon, Deadly Boy, is at 46. Edmund is at... Edmund was at 32 prior to, I believe he... Well, he was at that.
Yeah, but I still
there you got fucking banged for the last round.
Yeah.
So, I turn to Blonde.
Edmund's at 32, though he may have added some healing since then. And Lehman is getting back 37. Second. Putting him at 44.
Oh, thanks, Rachel.
On his Eidolon. And 64 on his own. Valia is at a grand total of 6 before the potion goes into the system.
Oh man, we're
And yeah,
fucked up.
Edwin's at 32. You are also what's the total heal check? It was 17, correct?
17, yes. How much can I heal?
You can give, if you were to apply first aid to people, you could give them back their level, which is 8.
Yeah. I'm going to do that while the others, I don't know what they're going to do. Does the 8 heal check also applies to me?
You'd have to roll to actually apply first aid. The 17 is just triage, seeing how badly injured people are. Okay, 24 is enough to return enough hit points equal to 8 plus your wisdom modifier.
So it's 10 in total for everybody.
But that will take time. It'll be faster than most people, but it still takes some time.
Yeah, I just ask somebody to bring the ritual thing from the other room. I had placed next to the demon.
By the way, wasn't the whole triage thing basically completely useless? Wasn't it like 1 or 2 temporary HP per hour or something like that?
Oh no, like treat deadly wounds. It normally takes like an hour, but given faith healing and other matters, it's put down to about a minute a pop.
Okay.
And that's, as said, it's level plus wisdom modifier.
So does somebody want to go to the Alex Jones room? We're going to go down in a minute, just so things. I'm going to follow up on Doc's idea. So I say to Blunt,
the doctor will once again roll up his sleeve, despite the fact that they are already rolled up. He'll just run his thumb over what appears to be a fairly nasty brand for wolf's head on his arm. Seems to be a tick of his. And he'll quite casually kneel on the cultist's skull and drive a scalpel into his neck.
So I say to him, I say, there's a kid in the previous room that seems to be a lot more together than the rest of the sheep. Do you want to talk to him or something? Maybe he knows where your son is or something? Or what? What do you think?
If my old employers were stupid enough to keep my son in this wing, I'd have found him by now.
Fair enough. Do you have any information? Because we do owe you one.
I'll rather handle this myself.
No problem.
By the way, the construct is still there. And then every now and then its body just shudders and wheezes like a rotting corpse, just expelling a little gout of rotten air out through its pipes.
If possible, if I'm not interrupting anyone or anything, I would like to roll knowledge engineering on it.
You may.
If that applies, that is. A delicious 21.
It's currently stunned more than it is actually shut down properly. It's under the effects of a item called the Key of Abadar. It's a magical item specifically designed to hide oneself from construct and also allow you to shut them down, at least temporarily. This thing, however, is an undead variant on the cannon golem that you occasionally would see in very, very high-end military operations. Cannon golem is pretty simple. It's a golem with 2 cannons for arms. This is a enormous, carapace-like chassis into which someone has woven ludicrously enlarged lungs in the same manner as a musical instrument. The colloquial term for these things is hagpipes. It translates roughly to a very powerful sonic weapon. It can also replicate some rudimentary bardic magic, but it boils down to a necromancer's bootleg cannon golem.
You reckon we should smash it up while it's stunned?
To the right people, it would be worth quite a bit, but it is probably favourable to put it out of its misery.
How did they even fit it in here?
It's more likely that it was either shrunk down magically or it was actually constructed in here.
So it's basically IKEA golem.
The equivalent cannon golem would be worth 200,000 gold pieces. Because it's literally made of adamantine, mithril, cold iron, and brass. However, this cheaper bootleg version is only worth a few, maybe 10, 20,000 at tops.
Could we technically use the plushy part on it?
Were it to be... It is a corpse, but it is a magically animated corpse. Plushy powder mainly affects non-magical corpses, non-animated ones. It won't have much effect on an actual undead, which is what this is. It's not an undead construct.
Okay, so here's my idea, right? We get Duck to shrink it down, and then we stick it in the portable hole. What do you reckon?
I don't really want this thing expanding in my hole.
Well, too bad your hole isn't actually part of you. My hole is actually inside of me, and I don't want this thing bursting out of me.
Okay, with the roll that Layman got, I can tell you that a piece of its construction is extraplanar, so placing this thing in a portable hole would eject everything within 10 feet onto the astral plane through a space the size of a microbe. So if you want to be if you want to be rendered down to the consistency of unformed spam,
Wait, real quick. So wait, who has the portable hole with him?
I
We'll
believe
get to it.
We've got two.
Yeah, my
Well,
body
boys.
is a portable hole.
Someone cast a shrink or reduced person on that fucking thing. We got ourselves an astral plane hand grenade.
you see, the thing is, I
people
think
always
we
say,
just
"Oh
shove
yeah,
it into Knocker."
the astral plane grenade is such a great idea." Do you realize what happens when something finds that gap and comes back through?
Oof.
Consider for a moment something that could survive that, and what lives on the astral plane.
I don't know, I always thought the astral plane was largely peaceful with the exception of that one weird dragon dude that you forget existence.
There's a lot of awful shit on the astral plane.
Alright, well, let's just shrink it down and stick it in a regular sack. How does that sound? Anybody okay with that?
Yeah, we can check it for the time.
If it looks like it's starting to grow, like, how easy is it to tell when fucking something's starting to grow back? How quick is that process?
Instantaneous.
Oh fuck! Not even Duck could duck tell when it's about to grow.
Well, he'll soon find out.
Well, do we at least know how long, at least in theory, the potion lasts?
As you're having this discussion, suddenly the doctor grasps his stomach and doubles over. There's no real sound emitting from him because his trachea has completely compressed itself shut. His entire face is this red, almost balloon of blood, where his entire body is seizing.
Does anyone have a biro pen? We can just stick it in his chest, be fine.
No, if anyone... No, this seems like fucking magic to me. Does anyone have any sort of counterspell, spell barrier, anything that could shield him? I take that as a no.
You the only person with that sort of stuff.
Heal and Arcana check. Is it magical or is it medicinal?
This is not medically induced, but as you're looking at him, something is deeply not right about him on a level you can't really... You know, it's something that you're on the cusp of kind of understanding from your newly found psychic awakening, but it's not quite there. Whatever it is, it's contorting his body as it tries to use him as a vector. Something is trying to use him to birth itself into the world in a spiritual sense.
Could Ritualist tell if this is like a fucking deity thing or some kind of presence, like that sort of thing?
It is definitely a foreign body,
Okay.
though it may not be physical.
Alright,
But
well,
it's, in fact, with 40, yeah, you can tell it's not something physical. This is something coursing through, like, the spiritual portions of his body, like where kind of psychic and spiritual pathways move through the body. It's moving through those,
Would
almost
it
like a
help
tapeworm.
Would it help him to give him my ring?
I have a better idea. I could take off my banded iron mail, which completely cuts you off from any deity shit, and just kind of hold it over him.
Okay, go ahead.
Could I do that? Could I just take it off and just hold it against him, basically? Bill?
You could attempt so, yeah.
Alright, cool. Well, I take I fucking undo the straps in my breastplate and I fucking press it against him. I chuck Layman the other side of it to hold it against his chest.
The moment you take off your breastplate, you can feel this weight pressing up against the bottom of your stomach where the blood lay. That kind of layer of coagulant that's just sat at the bottom of your stomach. It's like someone has reached inside and just pressed down with all their weight.
Oh. Guys, I don't feel so good.
Well, I at least know maybe how to help Naka if I cannot help the doctor.
Yeah. So I chuck the other half of the my breastplate so that Layman can hold it together, because I don't want to strap it onto the guy so that he can run off with my fucking armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we press it together to basically close him off of whatever's happening to him.
Egdon, don't you have anything like a fucking spell nullifying zone or something like that?
Think.
Anti-magic field's a 6th level spell. No one has that shit right now.
You okay, buddy?
Nucker,
Oh god.
it suddenly feels like every sensation in your spine, at just the base of the spine and downwards, everything, it's as if it blacks out. But you're still standing, you've still got your footing, but everything, like every sensation there is dead. And then in this horrible lurching sensation, this sensation climbs up your spine like you're being electrocuted.
Guys, I really don't feel good. Something bad's happening to me. Ritualist's gonna fucking check what's happening there. I might need this breastplate back.
Well, real quick. Does the doctor still show his symptoms?
Yes, in fact, they are getting progressively worse.
I cut his throat.
Alright, fuck it. I put my breastplate bit back on. Layman, gonna chuck my other half of my breastplate, please.
Nucker, the sensation moves from your stomach to your heart.
Oh god. Alright, well, I fucking strap my fucking breastplate back on.
As you clip your breastplate back into place, it moves from your heart to your throat.
I'm not...
Hang on.
Baby, I know we've only been together for a short time, but I think this might be it for me.
It moves from your throat to your forehead.
Oh,
Actually,
God. I'm
a
getting
question.
expand-brained.
Can I use the spell cannon to do like an anti-magic field? Or is that too high level?
It's high level, but with the ritualist's help, you could increase your effective cast level and attempt something from spheres, perhaps. In any case, you can certainly attempt to dispel magic.
Okay.